Hi, this is Jeff Barehand with the Olympia Film Collective, doing a little commentary for Nobodies. Opening scene, Desiree Brajevich and James W. Clark. This is actually the first film that I worked with these two actors. They had learned about the Olympia Film Collective and were very adamant about their careers. They wanted to be professional actors. They wanted to eventually go to LA, and that's where they are now. Yeah, they were very aggressive about pursuing or being active in the collective, and so I knew I could always count on them to show up, to participate, and to know their lines, and to bring character, and to go the extra mile in their performances. And I really loved working with Desiree, and really loved working with James for that fact. They actually got paired up later on in one of our other films, Lost, which showed earlier this week. But Cold Bodies was the first. It was actually a small project. It didn't include the whole collective. It was just myself and these two actors. We had a lot, extra time on our hands, and during the daytime. So we met up, and Desiree actually approached me first with a script that she had written, and asked me to look it over, and I started adding things and changing things and editing it a lot, and eventually we both ended up with writing this script. And yeah, so it was really great working with her. She's very talented, and is actually working on a film now in California called Wasteland. So she ran a successful crowdfunding campaign, and they're making it now, and she's starring in that film. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You make your own stuff, and you put it out there. But yeah, James actually is that Bong. I had to go to a glass shop to get that. I'm not a smoker, per se, but I felt like a real pothead going in there and asking about them, and I eventually got the cheapest one just because I wasn't going to use it more than this time. But the funny story about that bong is that it's gone. It's disappeared. And I blame my teenagers. I was going to use it as a prop later on for whatever purpose, but it's gone, and I probably have my teenagers to blame for that one. Yeah, so yeah, at least it's not heroin, But this is yeah, James praying and Desiree praying. Yeah, I guess that's my background, showing a little bit of little bit of church added in there. I kind of didn't like this shot. I mean, I loved looking up. I actually wanted to show this. I wanted to try. This was really an experiment. This whole thing was an exercise in the simplicity of filmmaking, and how we can what can we do that is easy to shoot, it happens in one place, and only happens between two characters. And of course, we added the dead body as sort of the dead body is actually the third character, really, and how they react to him. They even call him a name, Carl, and so it's really three people. But I thought that Desiree and I just kind of came up with this whole situation, and the dialogue, and what odd things would these two stoners do? What would they talk about out in the forest? And so it is kind of a rambling, but it's sort of a planned rambling. But James, I should comment on that jacket, because that jacket, this is the first time I worked with him, and the last time I worked with him, he wore the same freaking jacket in a film called Anything Helps, which is premiering at the Tacoma Filmmakers Wait a Minute film competition in Tacoma on the 31st at 7 p.m. So if you're around in Tacoma at the Knights of Pythias Temple, come by and watch some local film and support Olympia Film Collective submission. Anything Helps. But these guys are great. I really kind of miss them, but I wish them all the best in LA, and I hope they make it big, because there's always these films to look at back when they were nobodies and when they got their start. Those films are always cool to watch. But Yeah, a lot of this, they also brought a lot of improvisation, and I was totally open to that. Anything that could, I don't consider myself a comedic writer. I don't even consider myself a funny person, but so anything that they could bring to it was so helpful. So yeah, I got really lucky with these two, and I'm glad that they both got to share this time in this little film. So it has meaning. They also, so this is all improvisation as they walk away into the forest, and Desiree's talking about cell phones, and this must be a dead zone because she has no cell service. But yeah, and that's my foot. That's my one cameo. I always try to insert myself. That's just me. But thanks for tuning in to this commentary for Nobodies, and I'm really proud of it. Really great opening for Olympia Film. And thanks once again to Desiree and to James, and good luck. Good luck, guys. Break a leg.